Great. Well, let's switch to this future a little bit, both short term and long term.
Oh, this should be very interesting. I definitely want to hear this part. I was checking a few things with that discussion about uniting the tech stacks back together, which is more technical details than some stuff related to business and strategy. Oh, man. Let's see what these guys have to say now.
So, can you put a little bit light on what are the things that you folks are working in the short term that need immediate attention, and also areas that long term you folks are thinking on investing?
So, in first, I just want to say, like, we've seen an explosion of creation happening on our platform because of the current environment where a lot of countries have been very adversely impacted by the health crisis. So we've actually taken that very seriously. We think this is a responsibility that we have to make sure that we are meeting these creators at this time and giving them the tools they need.
Yes, but that affects every platform, not just YouTube. Twitch had a massive explosion in hours watched last quarter. The problem is they also had a massive explosion in hours streamed as more people were trying to become streamers. So it hasn't helped the ratio of hours watched to hours streamed. YouTube has a far better ratio, and they have a reason for people to be on YouTube when they're not watching live streams, and they have a better technical set of features for new streamers like transcoding when you first get started. We've looked at multiple streams on here before that were playing ESO to nobody, and they had transcoding available. Whereas over on Twitch, I've seen people become affiliates, get up to like 30 concurrent viewers, and get their transcoding taken away. There wasn't enough resources. So you have Twitch taking away transcoding when that could actually be a technical barrier to people on crappier internet connections when you're streaming video games at 1080-60, and now you need the bandwidth down to watch a 1080-60 stream in order to see that stream. So this is why I'm keeping an eye on YouTube specifically. Facebook has Facebook Gaming. They have some potential, but the real monster that's waiting to wake up is YouTube. Reclaiming the crown. But all of this is thanks to competition.
Some of the areas that we're focused on are discovery and safety. So let me start by a little bit about discovery.
Ooh, lag. At least it's on their end, though.
One of our goals is to really help streamers get started on YouTube. So we want to make sure that when they actually come to studio or to the live control room, they have a very smooth on-ramp and the ability to go live with minimal friction.
What about people being able to see their streams? That's the missing link with Twitch. I have spent a couple of hours over the last couple of weeks digging around the bottom of various game categories to see for myself that there are other streamers on Twitch that have some production value to what they do that can't get an audience. Now, there's the recommended small communities thing, which might start picking you up at about 15 concurrent viewers. The question is, how do you get out of that bump on a log rookie stage? Even just getting to affiliate. I've been streaming for months and I still don't have that. That only requires 3 concurrent viewers, which is harder than you might think if you're starting from square one. Many of the streamers that I've seen become affiliates, including Joanne Tech Lover, who's now getting up to 30 to 40 concurrent viewers, are bringing an audience from somewhere else. People know about Joanne from YouTube, and they know maybe you're modeling pictures on Twitter or something, or Instagram or something like that. But the thing is, she's bringing an audience from somewhere else. Once upon a time, I had some criticism of YouTube as well, that many bigger YouTubers were bringing audiences from somewhere else and skipping steps in the algorithm as a result of that. So they just said discoverability, and now they're talking about how easy it is to start streaming. What about how easy it is to build an audience? And could this be the beginning of the end of these frustrations on the upload side for when they figure this out with live streamers and roll it out to the rest of the platform?
Then the other challenge that we have is making sure that as these creators are getting started, we help connect them with viewers that might be interested in their content.
Kaboom! Another shot across the bow of Twitch. How many advice streams or YouTube videos out there say, you can't grow on Twitch. Twitch has no discoverability. Go make YouTube videos to attract an audience and then bring the audience back to Twitch. What if you can just stream on YouTube and bypass that step? By the way, speaking of bypassing steps, when we get to the discussion about Venn later on, the Video Game Entertainment and News Network, when we get to the discussion about Venn, I think Venn was able to skip straight into having a sub button on Twitch by skipping steps by building a following on YouTube. But we're getting way ahead of things. Let's just finish this video first. But yes, okay, YouTube, enlighten me. How are your algorithms going to be friendlier to up-and-coming bump-on-a-log creators than they currently are? Please tell me something I can be excited about.
Another area that we're actually looking at very seriously.
They changed the subject. Anywho.
Is what we call creator-led discovery. This is where...
Creator-led discovery. Does this mean you're making a raids feature like what Twitch has?
Where creators introduce other creators.
There it is! There it is! Raids on YouTube! There it is! Twitch! Your poor workforce is going to be in total scrum mode if you aren't responding to this very aggressively. You better start begging Santa Amazon for more resources to become more competitive. Raids on YouTube. I knew it. More details, please, good sir.
To their community and recommend them. So we've seen many examples of features like this in the live ecosystem, and we think that there is an option.
Who's been snooping around on Twitch in their off hours? Oh, man. Now, this is where myself and Mr. Nash go our separate ways. Because, again, narcissism versus empathy. Mr. Nash is technically correct when he says it doesn't make any business sense to raid somebody, because it's the equivalent on social media of, our business is closing for the day, so go to this other business that you may like better than us and never come back. But here's the thing. The best people, again, fan base versus audience, the best people that you will get watching you on any of these are people that actually like you and will come back. It's only the restrictions of live streaming that make that other thing an issue, where someone could technically like the other channel better and not come back to your stream. So, from a business perspective, if you are a cutthroat, dog-eat-dog, zero-sum game narcissist, like in big business, where it's us or them, destroy the enemy, break the competition, win, haha, winning, that makes sense. But then you get to these commentators that say, when you get started on Twitch, you're trying to build a community. You're not trying to grow and make money. You're trying to build connections with other human beings. So, which is it? The human side of all this or the competition side of all this? Because they are mutually exclusive. You will either use raids or hosts, to plug other people, or you won't. But I'll tell you, as a longtime YouTube veteran, YouTube used to have more community-friendly features like video responses and stuff back in the early days of YouTube. So the environment I speak of, these cold ones are messing with me, man. The environment that I speak of has already existed before, and did it destroy YouTube? No. Remember, YouTube's original motto, broadcast yourself. YouTube used to be focused on individuals and human beings and personas more so than it is today. The corporate stuff came later. So for the people that want to talk about raids are terrible on Twitch, one of the things that attracts people to Twitch is Twitch has that human side to it of joining a community and liking certain personalities that you're watching, whether they're playing video games or doing something else. They're kind of, again, the whole thing with parasocial relationships and stuff like that. This kind of environment, the archipelago, like what I talked about earlier on a previous show, the archipelago of YouTube and creators kind of pretending not to even acknowledge each other came later. It used to be there was a lot of back and forth between various creators. They never thought twice about talking about other creators and stuff. So to see some kind of move like this from YouTube on the live streaming side is a big thumbs up. Because, quite frankly, even if you don't believe in using raids on Twitch because of the business side of it all and the narcissistic side, as far as I'm concerned, even if you don't believe in that side of raids over on Twitch, for feature parity alone, YouTube should have this as a competitor, so that you don't have a situation where you have certain features on one platform but not on another. Makes me wonder how Facebook is going to catch up to all this when these two are going at it so much. I hope someone's doing a lot of stuff over at Facebook Gaming as well. Okay, we've had this guy mugshotted as for long enough. Please, let's continue.
Opportunity for us to actually support these upcoming creators by adding some of these features to our platform as well.
Oh, supporting the upcoming creators. You mean, yeah, no mention of how this puts a shot across Twitch's bow. Red versus purple, the fight is heating up.
And then finally, our real goal, frankly, is that we want YouTube to be the preferred destination for a viewer when they want to watch a live stream.
Yes, 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 and again, yes. But you're going to have to figure out what to do about the psychological issue where YouTube's disciplinary system makes it very risky to both stream on YouTube and do videos, because everybody knows YouTube is incredible at uploads. Again, why would you put your involvement in this ecosystem where uploads are amazing and they can do so much for you over the long term? Why would you put that at risk as a streamer? That's the last thing they have to figure out. They can have feature parity with Twitch, but a content creator needs to know over on YouTube that a screw up in one of their live streams is not going to put their entire channel at risk. When you have the situations with live streaming where live streaming has risks inherent to it that does not exist in an editable environment, where the TOS stuff that could cause problems can be edited out beforehand.